Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to play a clip for you that is going to give you hope, that is going to get you fired up for the election. So as we all know, in Detroit, Michigan, over the weekend, Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA had an event, America First, America Fest. The co-chairwoman of the RNC, Laura Trump, was there on stage speaking. They are fighting for election integrity like never before. Watch this.
Our other top priority is election integrity. Because, Charlie, let's face it, if we don't have free, fair, and transparent elections, nothing else matters. And that is our goal at the RNC. And by the way, every single person in this country, regardless of how you vote, should want free and fair elections. So, right before I came here, I was about 30 minutes away with the chairman of the RNC, Michael Whatley. He and I started here in the state of Michigan, launching our election integrity program. And what we want to do is train 100,000 people all across this country to be part of that team. Now, what does that mean? That means we want poll watchers, but not just that. We want poll workers. We have a unique opportunity right now that we have not had in 40 years as a party. For 40 years, there was a consent decree placed upon the RNC that did not allow us to train people to work as poll workers. Now think about that for a second. Who was training, Charlie? All the people for the past 40 years, not the RNC. Think about how many people the DNC got to train to work in these polling locations. Yes. So now we have this amazing opportunity so we can train you to work in a polling location. We can train you to work in a tabulation center where the mail-in ballots come in. We also want attorneys to work in every major polling location so we are not reactive, we are proactive. The second you see an issue, we address it. We're going to have war rooms set up all across this country and every state as well to deal with things as they happen, not days, weeks, or months later. So protectthevote.com is the website. Again, protectthevote.com. If you want to be part of our team, we will come to you and we will train you in your state, give you everything you need to know. Any lawyers in the audience or listening, if you are a lawyer, you do not have to be trained in election law. We will train you on exactly what you need to be looking out for. It will take a Herculean effort to fight back against all the nonsense and all the...
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in decades, we have real America First, MAGA conservative patriots running the RNC. The RNC is the most important branch of the Republican Party when it comes to election integrity, and preserving the ballot. Now, we had a bunch of swampy creatures running the RNC like Ronna McDaniel. But thank God for change. Not only that, but we are less than 1,000 registered voters away from reaching the same amount of registered voters in Pennsylvania as the Democrats and then surpassing them. This is the first time in over 50 years. Register your friends, your neighbors, your friends that you haven't spoken to in a few years or a while. Call them. Talk to them about the election. Are they registered? Who are they voting for? If it's for Sleepy Joe, make sure you have a good conversation with them and remind them of what America looked like 4 years ago and of how it looks like now. Let's all get involved. Let's do our part. Let's not just fold our hands and be like, that's awesome. RNC's got it. They do. But we also need to do our part. Let's get out. Let's get those votes in. Let's win in a historic landslide in Jesus' name.